Hey there, I'm author Sarah A. Chrisman. You can find my books on Amazon or learn more about them at thisvictorianlife.com. Today I'm going to read to you from my anthology Love's Messenger, a choice collection of Victorian love poetry. Brown eyes and blue. Under the shade of the sheltering vines they met at the close of day. She fresh from the dairy, clean and sweet, and he from the field of hay. She had brown eyes and a gentle smile, brown eyes that were tender and true, and he a manly, graceful form, and eyes that were bold and blue. They spoke of the dairy, fresh and sweet, they talked of the field of hay, but the maiden's heart beat quick and fast, for she knew what he'd come to say. The moon shone out with a clear soft light, blue eyes looked into the brown, and the youth could read a world of bliss in the maiden's eyes cast down. Under the shade of the sheltering vines his arm stole round her waist, but the words that he spoke in her listening ear have never with pen been traced. For the moon went under a fleecy cloud, and veiled from her eyes the sight, and only the stars in the maiden's heart could tell what he said that night. Nanny Sadler, 1877. Lines written on returning a lady's violin. Return, sweet violin, and render to thy mistress echoes tender, born of songs I've breathed to thee. Whisper forth in plaintive ditty, thrill her gentle soul with pity, tune her thoughts to love and me. If she laugh and cry, "O folly, 'tis but love's melancholy," then in lighter lyrics sing, murmuring in melodious measure how her heart's fairest treasure bounteous earth to me can bring. In thy crannies I have hidden songs which need but to be bidden, and their notes will wake anew. Songs to soothe her grief and sadness, summon mirth, woo bliss and gladness, songs for every season do. Go wanton in the warm caresses of maiden hand and cheek and tresses. Happy, happy violin! Could I be thou when as thou liest on her breast and softly sighest, greater joy were none to win. Will Hill, 1895. The merriest girl that's out. With laughter and good humor why I pass my time away, so while I'm here I'll do my best to please you with my lay. Then come along and join my song and raise a merry shout, to welcome me, for I'm, you see, the merriest girl that's out. The gentlemen complain and say I'm such a dreadful flirt, but if they make love to me their hearts I'm sure to hurt. I really can't help laughing when I hear them sigh about, for sentiment it don't suit me, I'm the merriest girl that's out. The notes and presents I receive would fill a basket quite, while bouquets rare I do declare are sent to me every night. The notes all speak of broken hearts, some means it, I've no doubt. I'm sorry, yet I still remain the merriest girl that's out. Now then, young men, don't be melancholy, just see like me if you can't be jolly. If anything goes wrong with me, I never sulk or pout. In fact, I am, and always was, the merriest girl that's out. Anonymous, Home Songster, 1883. Kismet. Relentless fate pursues us all, and fills our hearts with folly, for I love you, and you love John, and John loves distant Molly. But Moll adores the dashing Frank, whose thoughts to Sally wander, nor can sweet Sally once forget the eyes of Charlie yonder, while Charlie bends his gaze on Nell, who swears she loves me only, and thus the circle grows complete, wherein each heart is lonely. Now should you turn and love but me, and John win lovely Molly, shall Sal love Frank and Nell love Charles? Say, how can that be folly? Arthur Fairfax, 1895. Wedding bells are ringing. When all the world is melody and sweet the wild bird singing, gay Cupid bends anew his bow, for wedding bells are ringing. When blooms the wild rose on the cliff and lilies by the river, and on the hillside sunny slope the dainty violets quiver, then hark, the sound adown the vale on summer breezes springing, a merry chime of hope and joy, the wedding bells are ringing. The warm sun's rays a golden key old winter's ice chains sever, but here today a bond is formed to link two hearts forever. Then peal, clear bells, ring out, sweet bells, love's happy message winging, your chime again the secret tells of wedding bells a-ringing. Marian Heaton, June 26, 1886. My Lady Fair. She walks in the garden, my lady fair, with a nameless grace and a presence rare. With rapture I gaze on her lovely face, for all that is pure and true I trace. She walks in the garden, my lady fair, There's a glint of gold in her rippling hair. She's trilling a lay of the olden time, and her eye grows bright as her glance meets mine. I love her, this lady fair, with the gracious mien and the presence rare, and the dearest of all life's joys, I ween, is to call my lady my wife, my queen. Mrs. Pidsley, 1883. I hope you enjoyed those as much as I did. Have a great day. I hope you liked this video. If you did, please give it a nice thumbs up, and don't forget to tell your friends about my books. Happy reading!